What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece ranked sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked video utilizing the Bonney strategy. Gonna be playing the same list. I will say I did play the Supernova list for a few games and I absolutely hated it. Not sure what about it I don't like. Just in theory it sounds like it's good, and it obviously is good. It won like a 64-man store regional, but I just didn't like it. I was just more comfortable with this, I guess, and I promise I tried it. I really did. It's under here in Bonney too, and it just did not do well for me. So I just really did not find cards when I needed them. I couldn't find top end when I needed it, which is why I think the fact that you have two searchers in this deck, because you got to remember the searchers are not only searchers, they're also blockers. Your opponent has to get rid of them some way, somehow, whether it's removing them through card effects or swinging into them. Either way, it's a +1 that demands an answer. So it swings tempo as well in the deck that it just needs to get to the end game to win. So it feels pretty good. Also, on another note, I have been out of the state for the past 4 days, and I'm really tired. We just made a 7-hour trip back last night, and I'm really tired. So if I say something stupid, just please don't blame me for that. But let's get into the games. So we're going to first game is going to be against the Yamato here. I believe they chose to go first. I'm going to keep my hand because I have the Rosinante blocker. I could have easily played the Searcher there, but their play is always just swing 8. So now I kind of force him into not doing that play. And if he does swing 8, I just have to take it. So I feel like the Rosinante is better. Could be wrong though. He's going to play Hiyori instead of swinging 8. Going to use the Momo to swing, and then use the Momo to take a Hiyori and then swing 5 at life. I will counter out 1. It will then pass turn. Going to go to 4 here. Just going to play the Bonney, use the ability, take probably an Apu. Actually, I think really hard about taking the Bonney because I can Cavendish Bonney next turn. But I honestly do feel like the 2K is better. Just because I'm playing against Yamato. But I end up taking the Searcher just so I can have a better turn next turn, I guess. Probably should have just taken the 2K. They're going to go Hiyori into Momo. Momo put the Hiyori back into life. And go 6 at life. I'm going to use my ability to tap the Momo. And then 2K out of it. So now I can play the Cavendish, swing 8. See, I didn't even, there was no reason to take the Bonney. Especially if, this is what they're doing. I mean, there's only so much things they can be doing on 5 Dawn. I should have thought about the Momo play. But also, you can argue that I didn't know they were going to play into it. They're going to, by using their Hiyori first, they're actually going to play the Hody and not tap the Cavendish here, which I thought was weird. And then just go at life purely. Weird. So now I can probably kill the Hody. Just going to play the Basil actually. Swing 8 into the Hody. Get a card out of hand. Use my Bonney, take a blocker, swing 5 at life, and hold one up for leader ability. So now I have double blocker, leader ability. But they do have the Hody for the 1 Dawn, And the Basil, because tapping the Rosinante doesn't really do anything. They're going to go 5 at life. I'll just give a 1k there. You know, they still can't use their leader ability, so can't just, you know, give away those. Plus, you know, obviously double attack. But regardless, they haven't used their leader ability. Or they can't do it because I'm at 4 life. So let's see what they do here. They're going to go 8 at life. I'm actually going to take it. I'll give them their leader ability. It's whatever. Probably just going to end up taking the next one anyway. So I might as well counter out or block this next one. Not really that big of a difference. They're actually going to go Hiyori and put a card from their hand into their life. And then whenever they swing 10, I'll probably just block. Unless it's at life. Probably just block anyway. Because you don't really want to go down to 2 against Yamato. It's alright being at 1. It's alright being at 3. But 2, simply because their leader ability is usually not the best idea. So, probably going to play the Hawkins. Swing with the Cavendish, get 2 Dawn back. And now I can go 5. So they use a 0-drop event on that 6 swing, so I obviously know they don't have any 2k counters. So the 7 swing is good. And now I can just play my Urog and then restand a Dawn, keeping up 2 so that I can potentially play around the Hody Jones if they have it. Opponent's gonna go big think on this one. Not really much they can do. They can like play kid if they play it, but they probably don't play it. They can play 10-drop Dofi. Once again, they probably don't play it. Just because a lot of the lists don't. So they're gonna go 8 at life. I'm gonna rip a kid. That's really nice. I'm gonna use my leader ability to tap the leader, just to deny them of their leader ability. And, you know, 100% they can't kill me no matter what happens now because they can't get off a double attack. They're going to go 8 again, and now since I have the kid, I can safely take that second 8. Plus, like I said earlier, generally you don't want to be at 2 anyway. They're going to throw a 10-drop Dofi out of left field on me. And then go 2 into the Bonney. I'm just going to free block. And now I can just go 17 at life and win the game. So going into the next one, and by the way, these are my first games playing on the, well, I had a few warm-up games, but first few games that I've been playing on the sim since it's been, the ladder has been reset. So these aren't, you know, this isn't high rated or anything like that, but it is ladder nonetheless. Pretty low rankings just because the ladder reset. I'm gonna get paired against the same guy, Black Chopper, and this time he's gonna be on the Black Yellow Luffy strategy. One of our better matchups for sure, just because 8-drop Kid is a card and 10-drop Dofi obliterates the strategy. They're gonna go 6 at life. I'll just tap a Flampe, give him a 2k because first of all, I didn't have a kid, so like no real reason to take it. Second of all, I had a Hody, so like I'm gonna be taking a life anyway. And third of all, they're gonna be swinging 9Ks later on in the game, so you know, get value out of your 2Ks while you can. They're gonna play Hiyori, into a Sabo, give their leader +2, draw 2, trash 2. I'm going to be able to tap this Sabo because they wanted to boost their leader before they swung. But I don't think there's really that big of a punish. I could just go Cavendish 8. So Black Chopper is going to swing 8. I'm going to tap his Sabo. Like I said, debating on this Cavendish, I'm going to just swing 8 into it. I think that's the biggest punish I have. Even though tempo-wise, probably better to play the Basil. But also, since Cavendish is a 5-drop, the Rocket Luffy can't kill it. So like it's nice to set it up before you're playing my bigger cards. Gonna go 8 into the Sabo. They're gonna think really hard on this one, but yeah, you just 100% let it go every time. Going to use my Urog's ability to restand the Dawn, pass turn. They're gonna go to 7 here. Next turn, I'm gonna be on 8, so I can Hody. Still have 3 Dawn because of the Cavendish, and I can use all of it because of the Urog. They're actually going to play a Garp and take a Sabo, the little Sabo, and then play a Rocket Luffy. I'm assuming use the ability to kill. Oh, I believe they Ice Aged the Cavendish, and then Luffy killed it. So I guess that's a way that the Luffy could kill it. So, but they did have to spend a Ice Age on it, which is nice. Obviously, the Luffy replaces itself, kind of just blanks their turn. Now I'm sitting at 8 Dawn. No desperate need to play Hody here. Can easily get away with a Cavendish or a Basil Hawkins. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Baby 5 first just to use up my 2 extra Dawn I'm going to have, and then play the Basil Hawkins. Urog ability on the end of the turn, pass turn. Sitting pretty safe here. Can just Hody if they decide to pop off. And then if things turn grave, I can play the kid. They're actually gonna go 5 into the Baby 5, and since the deck doesn't have a lot of rush characters, I feel like it's like just safe to tap my blocker. Low risk decision. Probably correct to just let it go. In all likelihood, just in case they, play ace, swing big, but also I have the Urog, so. Gonna play a hard play a Sabo here, so leader will not be big this turn. Looks like they're gonna stay at 1 life as well. Gonna play a Garp, take an ace. I'm just spamming the graveyard because they're taking forever to make a play. I'm going to swing 3 into the Baby 5, and I just free block that. No reason not to. I'm going to use my Baby 5 that I protected so heavily. And get another Baby 5 or a Rosinante. Rosinante is obviously pretty good in the matchup simply because kid. I saw that they're playing. I don't know why I took the Searcher there. I think it's because I'm Baby 5ing this turn, or I'm Bonning this turn. So I saw that they're playing the Ice Age, and I already have a Corazon in hand, so like it's all right. I probably take the 2K. If I was going to be playing the kid, but I'm not gonna play the kid because they're going to 10 Dawn. It's busted just to play the Bonney here. Keep him off the Gecko. Next turn I can pop off with kid or Hody. Still not in any danger of dying anytime soon. I have my leader ability and a blocker, so like I can extend this game out as long as I want to, and the longer it goes, the more it favors me because I'm Bonney. Actually gonna super hard protect this Sabo. That's definitely wrong. I don't know what they were thinking on that one. try to fast forward this a little. Now they're gonna play an ace. Swing 7. I'll just counter out of it after I've already blocked with the basil. Because I believe he's... I'm not exactly sure where he swung, but irrelevant. Yeah, just, you know, play my cards, just save my board, all that. Disgustingly top deck the 10 drop here, so I can simply play that and win, but also I can just math them out of the game with a fat 11 to the face. You know, a little BM because they were taking so long. But, you know, a little BM never hurt anyone. I'm gonna go into the next game here. Against an RP Law player. I'm gonna go second. Hand's not the best, but it's a good going second curve at least. Definitely want to mulligan for Hody, and I believe I did mulligan because I was strictly mulligan for Hody in the matchup. Gonna play an Urog on curve. It's alright, it's pretty good. They're gonna swing 5, and I'll give them a 1K. You know, playing around the law, but also don't want to go down in life too much. Gonna swing 5/5 because I just fully expect this Urog to be outed by anything in their deck. And you see me swinging at this, so this is something I actually wanted to talk about. I've been talking a lot about, like, you know, different strategies for playing against RP laws. Sometimes you want to swing, sometimes you want to starve, and sometimes you want to swing at their life, and it's kind of hard to explain why you do each one in different situations, but I believe so. We have an RP law game here, and then I'm going to show you another RP law game. In this RP law game, you'll see my strategy is swinging at face early, simply because my hand, these cards, you know, promote a swinging at the face strategy, I guess I could say. I'm not really sure how to describe it, also I'm really tired. But essentially what I'm trying to say is this hand, because I have the double Dofi, the basils, it's just a good swinging at life hand. I'm not going to get very far with double Dofi if I try to starve, because I'll have to kill them eventually, you know, and Dofi doesn't help you. Dofi isn't that good in a starve strategy. That's kind of why, like, whenever you have a Dofi in hand, you just swing 5s at life so that you can end the game faster. And then, you know, slam the Dofi, be ready to kill them on the next turn, setting up the 2-turn kill I always talk about. So this hand specifically, I think mainly because I don't have a Hody. If I had a Hody, I'd probably pivot toward I would have to think about it, but Hody definitely helps you with the starve strategy because you can clear the board all the while maintaining advantage, card advantage, and just tempo in general, because you have a rush character that can tap their monsters and gives you a card out of life. So, you know, all in all I'm trying to say is that in this specific game against the RP Law deck, I chose to swing at life because I have the 10 drops rather than a Hody. And then in the next one, you'll see me starve rather than swinging at life because I have Hody. They're actually going to play a 5-drop, play a Gordon. Bottom deck to -3000 to the Urog, use leader ability on the Urog, play the Bon Clay, get a Dawn back, still be able to play a 4-drop. You know, Hody would go fucking nuts, but simply don't have it, so gonna be swinging 6 at that Nico Robin, gonna swing 7 at life. He's taking every swing, so that's huge for my Dofi turns. They're gonna play a Queen here. Draw 2, trash 1, get a Dawn back for the kit effect. They're going to swing 9 into the Basil Hawkins with the Bon Clay. I'm going to use my leader ability, tap their blocker, and save the Basil Hawkins just to keep my pressure going. You know, it's a hard card for them to remove, so I want them to invest something into it. They will throw a Gordon on the field. You know, definitely would have let it go if they did that earlier. But they didn't know I was going to save it. They're going to go 5 into 4. Just going to 2k out of it. Once again, make them put resource into it. The only real punish here is Kid Killer. And they have it. So, going to kill me. Going to kill my Basil. It's alright though. I have 10 drops and they're only at 1 life. I'm going to swing 5 into the Bond Clay. He's going to block, which I don't believe that's correct. And then they're gonna swing I'm gonna swing 7 into the Kid Killer, thinking surely they're not gonna let that they're not gonna let that. They're gonna counter out of that, and they do. Once again, not a big deal. I don't know why they saved it, because they can't kill me. If they're anticipating the 10 drop, there's just no way, no world they can kill me with 3 characters, even if I don't have a blocker nor my leader ability. Because I obviously have 4 life, and they would need double rusher. Hope I have no counter. They will be able to kill the Basil though, which is fine. Like I said, I have double 10 drops to punish them. Especially since they decided to tap the Queen. I'll just take these next 2 lives. They're going to use their leader ability. Gonna have to choose a character to replace here. They chose I couldn't tell what I can't remember what they chose. Kid Killer. Okay. No, not Kid Killer. Get rid of the Queen. To play a Reiju so they can draw 2 more cards, which is whatever, I guess. I'm definitely just gonna 10 drop. Maybe try to bait out the Queen first, but otherwise, yeah, just 10 drop. Probably swing 5 into the Bond Clay. Just going. Yep. Alright, probably gonna swing 5 into the Bond Clay. See if he wants to block with the Queen again so I can tap it. Yep. Now I can simply go 10 at the Kid because I can't go at face just yet. I do have to remove a character so that I can stay alive. And obviously the Kid is the best one to do because he's not only a blocker, but he has a static effect on the field. So we'll just get that off the field. It's going to be their turn. They're going to go 7. I'll probably just take this one. Try and do Kid Killer math, but yeah, just take it. See what it is. Because they're going to need to play some serious blockage to get to not die this turn. So like I have Hody in case they want to go more defensive route, and I also have the 0 drop with the Hody in case they want to go more aggressive route, and they choose for the more aggressive route, and I just counter out of it. Because, you know, I wouldn't have took that if I couldn't have gotten an 11 with the Kid Killer, so I'll just go 10-10 and win the game. Going to the next strategy, or sorry, the next video, against another RP Law player. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. Now I have a Hody Jones, so that's huge. And now I can play a more reserved, conservative strategy. Gonna use the Bonney to take the Kid, because Kid is pretty good into the matchup, but I actually take the Cavendish just to have something to play on 5. Once again, I have the Hody, so I'm not gonna swing at life. Just to give him cards so he can protect his board whenever I Hody. He's gonna go 6 at life, take it, no trigger. Gonna play a Shiraya, use the ability, -3, play a Shachi Penguin, get 2 back. Sitting at 5, just gonna play the Cavendish past turn. Now I can start tapping his board. If he wants to remove the Cavendish, it's whatever. Gonna tap the Shiraya, give him a 1k. Give him another 1k because I have Hody. Gonna play a Kid, can't remove the Cavendish, so it's big. Just gonna play my Hody, swing 6 into the Shiraya, get 2 Dawn back, swing 8 into the Kid. See what he wants to do. Yeah, he lets it go, then I can just swing a safe 7 into the Shachi Penguin past turn. No need to keep my leader ability active. Going to swing 5, 1k out of that. Gonna play a Ein, which is a spicy ass tech on the summon. Makes a character 0 for the turn, so he can remove the Hody with his leader ability. Now I'm gonna play a baby 5, swing 7 at life, get my 2 Dawn back. Just gonna play this Basil. Should have swung 6-7 there, but it's whatever. Takes them both anyway. Gonna play my Basil Hawkins, pass turn, have a Dawn standing for the leader. And because they killed the Hody, like, probably better to start swinging at life. I don't really have any pressure right now, don't have any top in, so I need to try and end the game fast, sooner rather than later. I'm gonna swing 7 into life. I'm gonna tap the Reiju after minusing 3 to the Cavendish. They're obviously going to be using that Dawn under Ein and the Dawn rested and something else to bottom my Cavendish here. They're gonna play a Zoro, swing 6. I will have a 2K for that. They're going to -3, bottom the Cavendish, play the Shachi Penguin. Swing 5, whatever they swing into, baby 5 or life. I'm just gonna block it because it's free as hell. And then I top deck a Bonney. Not very good. Gonna use my baby 5 ability. Take a blocker. Then I'm gonna use my Bonney. Take another blocker. Because like I said, I need to start getting aggressive against this deck right now. Now I can have 6 over. I can play my Urog into Rosinante. Arguably could have took the Kid. I have used quite a bit of reducers, but they are on the Ein, which scared me a lot. Since they're on the Ein, not sure how many they play, obviously. But it is pretty scary to play a Kid in that against an Ein. They're going to swing out. Just going to counter what I can, block when I can, or, you know, when profitable. They will bottom deck the Urog here, play Kick Killer. I guess they think they can kill me. You know, not a bad assumption, but it's not going to work out for them in the end. We'll use the 0 drop here, discarding the other 0 drop just to get up to 8. And I'll just, you know, game plan to kill them next turn. They're going to swing 5. Play a blocker, which is super annoying because now it's nearly impossible to kill them. So I just have to free ball a Bonney here and nail a Kid. So I think I definitely should have took the Kid last turn instead of the Urog. Just done something else. Just to ensure I do have a Kid. But the Kid here is going to save my ass. He's only going to 6 Dawn. So if he doesn't have a reducer, you know, high likelihood this Kid is going to live. I do have 3 2Ks in hand, so it's quite a bit of defense for it. Can't use my leader ability, obviously, but he is going to choose to go 12 into 8. I will discard all the cards in my hand. And I bet he's kicking himself for not going 8, 11 with Kick Killer Ein. Going to bottom deck the baby 5 to play a Kick Killer. And yeah, if he did that, he probably kills me. Maybe. No, actually, I could probably just take the block and I win. No, I actually don't win, because if I block, I can't swing out this turn. Just going to go 9, 10, 11. Just thinking out the math. Get the game. You know, maybe not the best played by me. Probably should have took that Kid. I'm not exactly sure, but you can kind of see the differences in how I'd play the strategies, whether I have Hody or not. So hopefully that's insightful to you, and you know, maybe critique what I'm doing. Maybe there's a better way to do it. I'm not sure. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.